I'll
All
take
right,
it.
I got 15 minutes. My friend's flight just landed.
All right. Hey, this is TJ with Solutions by TJ, and today we are joined by Mr. Bruce Hill. We don't have long with him, family, so I hope you're here and I hope that you are ready because he is our sales expert. Now, I'm going to add him to the screen. Hey, Bruce, how you doing?
TJ, thank you for the opportunity to serve. Is Bruce Hill, new skills, new you. And yes, I do. I teach sales skills to entrepreneurs.
So, why is that important?
I think that a lot of people hear sales, they get distracted. They're like, well, Bruce,
Yeah.
I'm not doing this for the money. That's true. I love that. I hope that your goals are a little bit more ambitious and more meaningful than just a dollar amount.
Mm-hmm.
I I want to help you get the dollars to achieve that goal. Those dollars is how you get closer to that goal, whether it's taking
Mm-hmm.
care of your family, whether it's traveling more often, or maybe you just want a nice ride. It ain't gotta be complicated. But sales is so fundamental for anyone that works for themselves in any capacity. And so I help entrepreneurs hear yes more often without sounding salesy. That's how we
Mm.
raise our revenue and grow our businesses.
So, give me an example of what. So, a lot of people, okay, so you think of the words sales, marketing, and promotion, right?
Okay.
How is sales different from promoting yourself?
So they overlap. If you have a Venn diagram, there's three
Hmm.
circles: sales, marketing, promotion. Those overlap very closely because there's five ways I teach so you can hear yes more often. The number one is to tell more people.
Hmm.
Well, that's marketing and promotion. Okay. So
Hmm.
even though I'm a sales trainer, I'm definitely not a marketing person. Don't ask me about any Facebook ads. All right. But
Hmm.
if it's one to one, if it's a Zoom call face to face, absolutely your guy. So there's going to be some things that I teach you're going to hear from marketing class. I teach something called the three C's. That's being clear, concise, and compelling. Well, when we're writing email copy, right? That's email marketing. Hey, we want to be clear, concise, and compelling.
Hmm.
If I'm talking to someone, say, hey, listen, I'm a mobile notary. Do you want to work with someone's professional and courteous? How do I get on your list? Wow, okay. This Bruce guy is coming. He's confident. He's straight to the point. He's clear, concise, and compelling. So that's an excellent question. And the short answer is they overlap.
Gotcha, gotcha, gotcha. So you are going to be in our membership. You're going to do something for our members. And I know you don't have a whole bunch of time to talk about it here, but hey, y'all. So if you are on Facebook and you want to ask a question, head on over to YouTube Solutions, Solutions by TJ.com. YouTube Solutions by TJ and join in on the conversation so that you can ask Bruce whatever questions you'd like. So, what will the topics be that you'll teach our membership?
I like to keep it very simple. And so let me just tell you a little bit about me and why I'm even qualified to teach all this.
That's a good, okay, let's start there.
I started about 15 years ago in fundraising. And I didn't
Mm,
realize that was a sales job until years later. I'm asking folks for money, 5,000, 10,000 a month, and I don't give them anything.
hmm,
Okay? You get a
mhm,
Christmas card. Thank you for your $15,000 donation. All right? If
mhm,
I can ask strangers for money I don't even get, you can ask people for business. You can ask people for your referrals. Okay? So the
mhm.
first thing we're going to talk about is confidence. Confidence that you add value, they need you.
Yeah.
Okay? That house doesn't get closed without you. Okay? If we're talking about arbitration, they need you there. If we're talking about end of life, right, they need you. Power of attorney, they need you there. You can
Mhm,
have confidence that you add value. So I never want you to feel uncertain, anxious, or any other negative emotions towards asking someone to pay you for the value you add. So that's the
mhm.
very first thing we're going to talk about is confidence. Before we start talking about sales techniques and say this little phrase, if they said it, look, you need to believe in you.
Mhm.
But I will give you some gems. I'll give you some key phrases, some questions you can ask. They'll say things like, "Well, we already have a notary." Great.
Absolutely.
What do you do when they don't pick up the phone? Oh, that's wonderful. How long have you been working with them? What do you like most about them? Is there
Mhm.
anything you don't like? That's a tough question, but I love that question. Well, you know what? Actually, now that you mention it, Bruce, he shows up late and he smells. Well, you know what? if you give me a chance to work with you, I promise I'll show up on time and I'll wear deodorant just for you. How's that sound?
Mhm.
You can't say things like that. Those are very simple sentences, but you can't say things like that without the confidence in yourself. So I'm
Right.
going to use, we're going to work on the confidence, and we're working on some catchphrases that you can use over and over and over again, so we can get you some more business. We can get you some more yeses. Does that sound good?
Absolutely. Absolutely. So when you get on the phone with people, because we'll be doing in person and over the phone, what are things, just a couple, you can give us what you want, that you do to get people's attention and keep them on the phone, maintain their interest, and get
Oh,
them to
wow.
think?
Uh, That's a phenomenal question. So I was doing some math. Maybe last month I was working on an inventory of my skills, right? That's the name of my business, New Skills, New You. And
Hmm.
I was wondering, like, how many phone calls do I make in a year? And I used to tell people I made over 10,000 phone calls in my career. I don't know. It sounds like a good number.
Hmm.
Well, I was doing the math. I do about 12 to 15,000 phone calls each year.
Wow.
And I've been doing this for 10 years.
Wow.
So I love that you asked, hey, what do I say when I'm on the phone? I want you to end with a question. Everything you say should end with a question. It's very simple. Well, we're not going to get into the psychology of it right now. So here's a great example. I'm selling software. I'll say, hey, my name is Bruce. I'm looking for the person that manages the software. Did I find the right person? Question mark. I'll say, hey, my name is Bruce. I want to help increase your business's revenue without sounding salesy. Is that something you'd be interested in? I'll say, hey, listen, my name is Bruce Hill, New Skills, New You. You've never heard of me. I teach sales skills entrepreneur. Do you have a sales trainer already?
I love that.
A question on the end of that. So one of the things they can't say, what's the word? No, we're not interested, right? They have
Hmm.
to answer. The human brain is designed to answer questions. It doesn't like blanks. And so I'll teach you, a series of questions we can ask to lead them to yes. And that helps keep them on the phone a little longer.
Okay. Well, awesome, awesome, awesome. Anything else you want to tell us?
Um, I appreciate the opportunity to serve. Listen, if a lot of folks come in, they see sales trainer, my title, they see sales consultant, and they're like, oh, I really don't want to be a salesperson. Okay.
Hmm.
I don't want you to be a salesperson either. You're not going to take my job. I want you to be a notary that has consistent revenue,
Yeah.
that's making more than enough. I don't want you to have to do DoorDash on the weekends unless you just like driving around. I don't know. I want it to be optional for you. I really want this to be a successful endeavor, and sales skills is going to help you get there. So I don't train sales warriors or killer closers. I just help people increase the revenue in their business, whatever that business may be. I've helped realtors, content creators, financial advisors. I've helped a caterer. Okay. So if you say this doesn't apply to you, it absolutely does. Absolutely does.
Absolutely. So, one of the things, one of our main topics will be how to get direct business through going after title companies and
Mhm.
attorneys. And so I'm excited about that. I will tell them more about it. If you guys are already in the membership program, you'll definitely get an email regarding the exact date and time. And I do thank you. I know you got to go. It's 13 minutes still, and I'm on
I
time.
love it. Do we have any quick questions from the audience before we go?
Any questions from the audience? LaShawn, you have any questions?
We're all good.
We're all good.
Okay.
If I
Well,
get any,
listen.
I'll email them to you and let you
Yes.
know.
Perfect, perfect. And listen, you all will have my full attention. TJ was kind enough to bring me on for a quick introduction. You have my full attention this Saturday, and I'm big on Q&A because I want to make sure you have some actionable takeaways. We can get you all fired up and motivated, but at the end of the day, how is this gonna impact my business? So I'm really excited to serve and teach with y'all this weekend.
All right, awesome. Thank you so much, Bruce. Be careful going to pick your friend up. I do totally appreciate you, and this is going to be so much fun.
Awesome, awesome. My pleasure, my pleasure. Thanks again, TJ. Everyone, cheers to your success. Have a phenomenal week. Look forward to working with y'all in the future. Bye.
All right, take care. Okay. Hey, Smooth Day. How are you? Yeah. So, hey, LaShawn, I love the fact that he stated that it's about confidence. Absolutely. LaShawn, you want to join us on what you call it? Let me see if I can get on Clubhouse real quick too. But I just believe that sales is so important. I mean, if you are going to make a full-time income as a notary signing agent, we have to get to the point where we are not afraid, where we can, have the confidence to speak clearly and concisely about what we do and why we are the best person for the job, even if they have people. Because, I mean, I'm going to write down before we meet with him, just a list of the common objections that we see all the time. Hold on one second. Sunday FunDay. Hold on. Today, replays on. What you doing? Oop. It's not going to publish. Hold on. Oh boy. Okay, so hold on real quick, LaShawn. Let me get the invite to you. But yeah, so I'm just putting together stuff that that I know that we all need. I mean, I was a sales rep for many years, selling different things. I've sold natural gases, uh, argon, oxygen, CO2, stuff like that. Hold on. I'm trying to get to LaShawn. Notary, INST. God dang it, LaShawn, I ain't got your email address. Hold on. Let me get the you have my number in your phone? Text it to me. I'm trying to get Clubhouse up and going. Probably doing too much at one time, but I want everybody to be able to join in. And it's just damn cycling right now. So text me, LaShawn. When you can. But yeah, so our march into marketing is gonna consist of text me your email address. Our march into marketing. So we're gonna have Miss Tony, who's gonna talk about your $1 million network, which is huge. She talks about networking, and that goes into selling yourself as well, how to talk to people, how to network, how to exchange services and become valuable to other people so that they can help you promote yourself and you promote them as well. So that is huge. I'm about to email you, LaShawn. And I want to know, does anybody else out there have any sales experience? I personally didn't think I was very good in sales because I didn't sell something that I totally believed in. You know what I'm saying? I mean, I was selling oxygen, nitrogen, argon, CO2 as a premium product when it's just like a commodity damn near. It's stuff that they take out of the air and make it in the elements and sell it. So I wasn't the best. I don't think I mastered that skill. So that's why I'm bringing Bruce in, because whatever I don't master, baby, I'm not gonna front like I have. Hey, Miss Anita, how are you? And LaShawn, I sent it to you. I emailed it to you. So we have Miss Tony talking about the $1 million network. Bruce is telling us how to sell ourselves, and we are going to leave all of these trainings with actionable steps that we can get onto immediately. Oh, she got her hair dyed. Hey, girl.
Oh yeah, it's been a while. Yeah, I changed the color at the New Year.
Oh, that's cute.
Thank you. Oh yeah, I forgot. I did get a new little look. I forgot.
Mhm.
Oh,
That's blue. What have you been up
oh,
to?
oh. I'm getting back to work now.
Yeah.
I've been getting back to work, get back out here, to help notaries, especially for them to become more independent
Mm-hmm.
in a way, so they're not just relying on signing services to receive clientele, and kind of that guy was talking about with sales.
Yeah.
We are, I mean, I think the hard truth is to face is that nobody wants to be considered a
Let me
salesman,
put blue
but
up.
oh, no problem. We are salesmen. Oh, let me see the comments today. I just shared the video too, TJ, with my people.
Okay. I can still hear you. Oh.
Oh, okay. But we are salesmen at the end of the day, and we don't want to admit it. No one wants to be considered a salesman, but for your business, you have to be. You have to be. And I like the fact, he has stated it's all about being confident in your product and in yourself in order to sell. Because in order to sell, you have the confidence have to be there. You have to be confident enough, even if you don't know what you're talking about or whatever the case may be. You still have to be confident enough to sell yourself and your services, so people can use you. Because that's what people buy from is confidence.
For real. Absolutely. One of the things that I'm doing with my mentorship, my membership people, we are going to do role plays, because sometimes it's easier for you to practice what you're going to say before you get on the phone with somebody else. And, your family, your kids, and your husband, everybody act funny, and you're already nervous. So we're just going to get on Zoom and we are going to role play until we are comfortable and come up with exactly what feels comfortable to say, and go from there. So I wanted to have Bruce on to discuss how to overcome various objections and stuff like that, because it's important, because you're going to get them. I mean, the objections that we get, y'all name some. If you're in the chat, name some objections. I'll go first.
Oh, we go through the signing company.
Yeah, we go through the signing company. You have to have 1 year of experience at a minimum, or 2 years of experience. We already work with the notary. We
Must be
don't
on
do
this
mobile.
list.
Yeah, we have notaries in house.
Yeah, all kind. But you know what? When COVID had happened here in Texas, they were scrambling over here, struggling trying to get some notaries. They made a little Facebook post, no graphic or nothing. They was desperate. All those
Hmm.
notaries that they turned down,
Yeah,
talking about, oh, we only use a signing company. They was over there struggling for the community notaries to come on in. So, you
yeah.
know, some of them probably woke up a little bit, but we are even with customers, so not even just the signing companies. People call when people call you and say, "Hey, I need a notary," and you tell them the fee. They be like, "Oh, I just go to the bank. Why are you charging me? I can go for free." That's never objection and no, or they want to know why you charging. And I kind of learned how to combat those little comments. To be honest, to still get the sale. Because what I learned was I'm going to sell my service. You can go to the bank all you want, but first of all, the bank is not open right now. One time I told him, I said, I can come to you in 15 minutes.
Hmm.
And he was like, the other guy told me $20. I said, when can he come in 15 minutes? I said, I can come to you right now.
Hmm.
And he called back. He said, well, the other guy told me a few hours. I said, okay, I'll be there. That's that's how sometimes too. I was confident though in my service though, but two, I also knew that, no one move as fast as me. No
Mm-hmm.
one does it like me. Period.
Yeah, yeah, absolutely. Um, dang, I lost my train of thought, but you were on, and you said something, and I didn't want to interrupt you, but you said something really, really good.
What?
Ah,
How long ago was it?
it was one of the objections that you get. Oh, it was about banks. So now, at least in Houston, banks are not doing general notary work because of COVID. If you don't have bank business, you can't go in the bank and get just notarized. They ain't doing that no more. Unless it's banking related. That's the only time they're notarizing documents. I've
Same
gotten that
thing here
several
too.
times.
Actually it's the same thing here too. And then not even that, the notary only works certain days. Like Bank of America, you need an appointment to get a notary, so you can't just walk in anymore. And
Hmm.
then two, there's certain documents that they won't notarize, along with UPS. There's certain things they don't notarize, certain
Hmm.
notarial acts they don't do because, and
Hmm.
mainly they don't do them because they don't understand notarial law and they don't want to take that risk. So, to be honest, it's easy to fail as long as you're confident in what you know and what you could do. You don't have to worry about someone telling you no and all that. You know, you just gotta be extremely confident and know that you can do the service.
Hmm. 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 Absolutely. And SREP says you have to show value or they'll try to lowball you.
Oh yeah. Oh
Hmm.
yeah. Of course. That's why they say they go. That's why they say go to the bank. That's why they say they. I think some people think saying they're gonna go to the bank is going to make me upset. That's fine. You don't need my service anyway. Because if
Hmm.
you going to the bank, you're gonna wait till tomorrow, and then what's going to always end up happening? I'm gonna get a call at 8 in the morning. Hey, I'm outside the bank. They're not open yet. You know, they're gonna need your service. So you know what? Sometimes people just don't know, but that's pretty funny. They do be out there waiting.
Hmm.
Let's see. Help user experience. Have to show value. Banks don't want that responsibility or liability. That is
True.
very true.
Yeah, because it is responsibility and and liability. Hey, Kayla, how you doing? Who else was up there? Miss Nada Jean. Our value is we do understand the documents and the process and the laws. Okay, that is that's most important that we understand what the laws are and what we can do and what we can't do, and we abide by those. So yeah, we have value. We are the experts. We are expected to be the experts in this field. That's why ongoing education is so fundamental. That's why I love and will always be a member of the NNA, just to get the information and to be updated on what's going on in our industry. So,
Mm-hmm. Because they send out an email for every update that's happening,
mm-hmm, mm-hmm,
as long as you're a member. And matter of fact, I think if you're not a member, you can still get the updated information on the website.
mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
It was something else I seen. Miss Linda said something about oversaturation.
Yeah, Miss Linda, what did you mean about oversaturation? Expound on that, girl. You got coffee over there? Oh my God! Don't pull up no coffee, because baby, that is my jam.
Really, this is the final drop, so I'm actually I'm getting drowsy anyway. But this is just I didn't want to pour it out.
I have drunk too much daggum coffee today and still took a nap. Don't make
Yeah,
no sense.
sometimes too much caffeine can make me go to sleep too. Oversaturation, I guess I'm more kind of curious what she means by oversaturation. I believe oversaturation, in my perspective of it, to be honest. Now, there could be areas where there are a lot of notaries, but I'm going to tell you that it could be a lot of notaries, but a lot of notaries are not working.
Man, would you say that again? They are not active.
They're not working. You have notaries who only work Monday through Friday. They don't do weekends.
Mm-hmm.
Some of them don't even travel. You know, so to be honest, oversaturation, I think it's like sometimes it could be a mental thing a little bit where people are overthinking it and all you see is all these people doing things. But to be honest, if you know that you out here, if you are a hustler, you know that you go out there and work, oversaturation is not even a thing for you. Like when I was doing work, to be honest, there was a lot of notaries, don't get me wrong. But I don't
Mm,
really care because most of them don't answer their phone. Um, they not working like I am. They're not ready in 10 minutes. Someone can call me call, and I'll be like, okay, where you at? Like
mhm.
I have the person on the phone. You need to get dressed because I'm already ready. You know.
Okay.
So I feel like a lot of times with oversaturation, just keep in mind that a lot of people are not working. A lot of people are not answering their phones and they're not out there working. Some people have all these stipulations. I don't work weekends. I don't do
Mhm.
this, blah, 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 blah. So oversaturation, to be honest, it depends on how hard you work, and not everybody's working like you. And that's just what it is. Almost
Oh,
like
you you said it. She said she was making that comment when we were talking about reasons or excuses that signing services or title companies do not get the work. Reasons or excuses that notaries don't get the work at signing services or title companies. I think that's what she meant.
Oh, okay. No, you guys are talking about reasons.
General Davis, what it do? Yeah, Kayla, I 1000% agree. Oversaturation is a mindset or a lack thereof. There is,
Oh, she said notaries don't get hired by signing services.
I think so.
Okay. Well, you know what? And that's why too, that's why I'm big on notaries getting their own clients, because at the same time too, you gotta think signing services sometimes they may not actually be receiving a lot of work, to be
Mm,
honest. I mean, let's just be honest here. Some of them, depending on what state they're in, some of them receive more work than others. And to be honest, signing services, the route they're going now is they're not just using any notary. Some of them are honestly only using the notaries that they've been using for years. And that's just the honest truth. That was kind of
yeah.
what's going on a little bit. So it may not actually be oversaturation with the signing companies. They're just sticking to the notaries of choice. And if that notary of choice is not available, then they might decide, to use newer notaries. Or actually, the signing company may not really be getting assignments like that as we may think they are. To be honest, because a lot of title companies and people, they are some of the companies are weeding away from signing services. Some of them are actually just using notaries that are certified, that they trust in the local area. And
Mm,
that's another thing too. So that's why we really have to start being more independent and trying to build our own clientele. Just like how they went out and built their clientele to get signings, you can do the same for your business and
hmm.
yourself.
Yeah. So when it comes to getting direct clients, do you go after mortgage companies? You said so, not using the not going directly for the title companies. Do you go for mortgage companies? How do you go for direct business?
Real estate investors.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Sometimes you can go through real estate agents, but here in Texas, you do, because the real estate agents really don't run the transactions, but they have the relationships, with the title companies and things of that nature. So you just being in the network of the real estate agents and them probably knowing you, and they able to refer you,
Mm-hmm.
to a title company. You can go um, builders. But
Mm-hmm.
a lot of it has to do with you really building your online presence. Honestly, investors are probably your best bet if you want to go direct and you're not competing. You don't want to feel like you are stepping on the toes of a signing company. It's real estate investors because they run their own. They're for the most part they're running their own business. Real estate attorneys. Some of them use mobile notaries because not all real estate attorneys have a big old law firm and team
True.
of
True.
that nature. I met the lawyer that I had. His daughter was working for him.
Hmm. Yeah.
Doing basically she was his runner. He didn't
Hmm.
have a team. He don't have no big old law firm. He has this one person working for him. So those are ways to get signings directly. Without feeling like going directly to the title company and facing those objections, right away. There's people out there who just need you right away. Like
Yeah.
I would recommend people to join like some of the real estate investing groups in your local area and have your cute little Canva flyer. Let them know that you're a mobile notary. Like, hey, if you need me, because they're going to remember. They're
Mm-hmm.
going to remember because not a lot of notaries in those groups anyway. And
Mm-hmm.
when they need somebody, mind you, they need somebody and they're going to pay you right then and there because it's their business. They're not going to pay you next week.
They are
They're
not
trying to pay
cheap.
you right now.
No.
They're not.
They understand. They understand what value you offer. So they are not cheap.
And
Miss
they
Anita
want to
said.
close.
Miss Anita said, would it be good to contact the bank to let them know that you notarize documents? I mean, whether it be remotely or in person, it would be good, especially the bank that you go to all the time. You know, yeah,
Yeah,
they
I
will.
would say it if it's a bank you go to all the time. I would because I know here at Bank of America, when I used to go, they would tell me when I went in there, I think I went in there for a HELOC. I went in there for a HELOC closing, and the guy was telling me that a lot of people come in there for notaries, and he has to turn them away because they only notarize for their bank members.
Exactly.
So, I gave him my card, and he was like, if someone calls, if someone needs a notary, I can give him your card.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Sorry.
Exactly. Hey,
Uh,
Tanya, how you doing from Raleigh? SREP said they use signing services to gain experience. Hey, Miss Libby. She says, stay ready so you don't have to get ready. Go, LaShawn. General Davis in that ATL. Yeah, it is a big deal for you to, all of these things really go together. Expanding your network so that people are referring business to you and you're referring business to them. Learning how to talk about your business and sell yourself and your business to the people that you meet, right? All of that is good. And just coming up with your own spiel that feels good for you. Because what is if I give you a script, it might feel like a script. But as you start talking, you actually develop your own script. So I can kind of give you a guide of what I would say. And then as you start talking, you start ad-libbing. Because sometimes when you give people a script, they so busy trying to remember that script that it just messes them up. So what I want us to do when we get on our call for the role playing in the membership group, I want us to just go for it straight off the dome. Look, we making a phone call or we're standing in person. We're going to do it several different ways, and everybody who comes will get a shot and we'll go through it that way. But that's how we all learn best. We all help each other rise up.
and I absolutely hate scripts. I'm gonna be honest.
I hate them too. I can't remember them.
I remember key points. If you tell me, certain things I need to ask, and say a little bit, but don't give me no script. I worked at a call center, and the campaign I had, I'm glad it was no script because I would have been fired if it was. Because I don't do scripts. I don't do scripts. People don't talk in script, so I don't do. It's hard for scripts. It's just it's extremely hard, to combat certain things. And then when people get scripted answers, people really, to be honest, they be like, "Huh?
I
Like
know.
you're a robot?"
Yeah. Yeah.
I hate scripts with a passion.
Mm-hmm. I agree. Because I mean, I do the same thing. When I get a script, I'm like, I ain't gonna remember this. I'm gonna have to ad lib it. I need to know the general doggone what the script trying to say and then say it my way. You know. So I didn't use it anyway. You if I worked in
And you
customer
stumble when
service,
you have a script. Sometimes you tend to stumble on your words and what you want to say because you really are trying to remember what did the script say, or
yes, I
or if you have a piece of paper or something, you really try to go back like, hold on 1 second, ma'am. You know what I'm saying? But if you just know,
yes, you gotta read it. Oh boy, when I call Airbnb, baby, you can tell they get on my nerves with them scripts. The new people, baby, they be on that script, and I'll be like, "Oh my god, I'm just gonna hang up in your face and call somebody else who." Okay. Glennis said, "Have you ever Old Republic Title Company? Are they reputable? They contacted to recruit me." Absolutely, Glennis. Whenever y'all, so I see this a lot. Whenever y'all see a title company, Google them. That's the easiest way to figure out if somebody is reputable. Old Republic is very reputable. I think they may be a member of Fidelity, if I'm not mistaken. They may be one of the Fidelity companies. But
I
yeah,
don't know what state they're based out. I know they're a company. What state are they? They're not. Are they based out of Texas?
I think they might be, but I'm not sure. Man, ain't no title company. So how did you handle that, Glennis? When you talked to him, what did you say?
Yeah.
What did you say? Did you give them your information as far as, did you say, yeah, absolutely, I'd love to come and talk to you? Give us a little bit more about how you handled that situation when they called you so that we can walk
Wow.
you through it.
They called her directly?
Yeah, she said
Wow.
they contacted me to recruit me. That's big.
Yeah, because that's why I said it seems like some of these companies they're going out to find their own little set of notaries that they can have.
Mm-hmm.
Normally,
Mm-hmm.
before coming that, you'll call them, they'll tell you, "Oh no, you have to be on this list in order
Mm-hmm.
to work with us." Really shutting the door on you, type of thing. I was glad to join them and gave them my email.
Absolutely.
Oh
Let me
wow.
see. Oh, I was glad to join them and gave them my email. Did you follow up with them? And what questions did you ask them? Did you ask them the frequency at which you'd be working with them? How many signings do they have? Oh, they sent you some paperwork. Okay. Couple of questions
And
that you can ask. How many signings do they have on a weekly basis or a monthly basis that would need that they need your assistance with? So an interview is a two-way street. They're interviewing you and you interviewing them. So I'm sure that they
absolutely.
asked you for your insurance, a copy of your commission. If you do it, where are you located, Glennis? Are you in Texas?
Um,
Arizona. Documents are 95% of the time, 95% on time. Pay is competitive, but here they want you to deliver documents.
to the title company?
Completing paperwork, ask those questions. Jacksonville, Florida. Oh, okay. SREP. Okay. Um, they sent me paperwork. She's completing the paperwork. Ask those questions. She's in Jacksonville, Florida. Okay. SREP uses old title. He says he's in Arizona. Documents are 95% on time. Their pay is competitive, but they want you to deliver the documents. Oh, they want you to deliver the documents back to the title company.
Oh wow.
But you know what? That's one of my selling points, LaShawn. So I tell them the reason that they should work with me is because I'll get the documents back to the title company the same day. But I do that in title companies that are like right around my
Yeah,
house.
that's what I was
You know
saying.
what I'm saying? Or
The
right
Texas
around
is
my job. Yeah.
big.
No, I'm not. They're not going to be 45, 50 minutes away. Yeah.
Texas is pretty big, to be driving, 3 hours, when they give me a shipping label. But one thing, I never sell a point too is, I let them know that document gonna be there tomorrow morning. Even if the signing, another thing too, I pay attention to really put, when you want to put yourself out there is paying attention to the FedEx, the last shipment dates of FedEx. So with that being said, like here at this FedEx around the corner from me, the last pickup time is at 6:30 for next day.
Mm-hmm.
Now, about 20 minutes in the next town over is like 8 o'clock. So if I had a signing that was late and it was a company that I really, really want, I'm going to drive them to those 20 minutes to make sure that document get put out. And I had someone else tell me too that they actually go to the airport
Mm.
at the FedEx there and drop the documents off
Hmm.
to make sure that it gets there on time. Now that's if you live close to the airport, though. I'm not saying go all out the way, but you have to pay attention to the FedEx what are the express
Drop off
times,
times. Yeah.
the drop off
Pick
times
up and drop
for
off.
the different areas. So that way, you can really gauge, okay, and make sure that you could drop off those documents on time. And even if you're not able to do that, at least, even if they don't ask you to scan the documents, if it's like, for example, if something was done on a Friday or a Saturday, I will make sure to scan those documents, especially on Friday. I will scan them documents in before 5 o'clock, so that way they can have copies of them. Because most title companies are not working Saturday and Sunday unless they really want the deal and that loan officer or that escrow officer really on it. They really want that deal to close. They're gonna be waiting for an email or something for Saturday. But I always try to make sure I get something to them before they leave that office.
Yeah.
At least.
I don't see a whole bunch of them that work on Saturdays and Sundays.
Some of them work via email a little bit. I mean, the ones that's the ones that's dedicated who can't put their phones down. They're not going to be in the office. But I had a loan officer. Escrow officer. She was kind of dedicated to work. I'm sure she was not in the office, but she was sitting there waiting. Like, she like, did you send the documents off? I said, yeah, I emailed them too. She said, "Oh, perfect."
Okay, yeah.
She want to make sure that on Monday when she come in, she not all stressed out and wait until Monday.
Absolutely. I tell you, there are so many different things that you can do, and it's really about customer service. It's about how you service them and how you set yourself apart from everybody else. One of the main ways that I set myself apart is because I make friends. I make friends. I know these people by name. I know their families. I'm bringing donuts. If I'm being thoughtful, if I know that the most stressful time of the doggone month for them is at the end of the month, to the point where they can't even go and get something to eat, and I ain't lying. They cannot even leave for 15 minutes to go get something to eat. I'll take an order for them. I'll say, hey, I'm not far. I'm about to stop at such and such. Where y'all want to eat? I'll bring it to you. And they'd be like, oh my God. Just, everybody puts in their order. They'll email it to me. And, I take it up there and get it done. Why? Because Uber Eats is expensive. For an $8, salad from Chick-fil-A, you're going to end up paying $20.
Oh, they just put in. I just seen an article that Uber started adding the fuel fee now with the fee. Gas has went up.
Yeah, man, gas is damn ridiculous.
Gas is going up. Be nice and know what you're doing. Yep.
Yeah.
So oversaturation, I just, like someone said in here, it is a mindset, to be honest, because I'm telling you, there could be a lot of notaries, but some people are not going above and beyond. I know y'all see in the Facebook groups people talking about they'll get these documents when I send them. I don't know what's going on, but it is happening. It's a real thing. There's people who say, "Oh, I'm done. They ain't gonna get these tonight. They gonna get these tomorrow." Some people are holding documents hostage. It's just a lot going on, So you set yourself apart, honestly, really by going above and beyond and providing that customer service.
Yeah.
And oversaturation, it doesn't even matter. It should be to the point where even if they know you probably can't do the signing, that they will still call you and say, "Hey, do you know someone that can help me?"
Yeah. Absolutely. Real. And that goes too when you have built those relationships, when you spend time with those people, they do not forget.
At all.
They don't forget. They remember you just like you remember them, especially when they're in crunches, because they already know. Even when they bring their lunches, they like, man, I don't want this. Have you ever been at work and you like, I brought some, I don't want this. I want something good to eat. And then you say, hey, I'm stopping by Papa Do's. What y'all want?
And then not only,
you're not paying for it, you just picking it up. Y'all call in the order, I'll pick it up and I'll bring it to y'all.
That part. And here, S-Rep too, he put on here, he said he heard stories of bad notaries from signers. And you know what? And that's another thing, it's not only customer service, with the title company, it's also taking care of their clients at the end of the day. Because to be honest, a notary can honestly mess up a whole entire closing just by providing bad customer service to the client.
Absolutely.
like, to be honest with you. And at the end of the day, we should all have the same mission, even though it ain't our loans. We have the same mission of, we want this loan to close right along with you. We want everybody to be happy. We want you to be able to purchase your house, get your
Hmm.
money back from your refinance, whatever the case may be, lock in this interest rate. And we want that to happen. And I think that's what we need to think when we have to sign this house. But there are notaries out there messing up the opportunities, to where as though that's why sometimes signing companies do not want to just work with any notary.
Yeah.
Just work with the ones that they have.
And because this business has gotten so saturated and everything, like y'all say, that people are not getting the training that they need. They're taking this business as, oh, I can make a lot of money, but they are not doing what they have to do to get the training. So then they go out and fail and mess it up. So, hey, listen, you do what you know how to do it properly, and make your money, because they as quick as they come in, they leave out. That's what I've been seeing. As quickly as they come in, if they don't do it right, they leave out. When they see, like, this is a business. I don't know what people think. This is a business. You have to do it right. You have to go out and get the business. You have to sell yourself, build your network. It ain't hard. It's one of the easiest things that you can do in your life, but it's a business.
It
It's a
is.
business.
Mr. Esbro said we represent the title company and the lenders.
Yes. We are the front face to everything, all of that, and we prevent fraud. That's our job. So we are on the front lines specifically for them to make sure that there's no fraudulent activity. Couple of questions that you ask: are you signing this of your own will? Do you understand what you're signing? You know what I'm saying? So when you ask those questions, when you gather, okay, this person is, they understand what they're signing, they're doing it of their own will, ain't nobody forcing them to do it, man, that's huge.
And then also too, I don't sometimes, we also have to look at the role of, especially when it comes to the refinances.
Hmm.
And I had to realize that too, was that sometimes, to be honest, you're the a lot of when people are refinancing, some people actually get on Google, look for a company that will help them refinance, and they never met a single person in the company. They just spoke with someone on the phone. So when you come out, they honestly think that you're with the company. Like, they're looking at you. That's why
Yes.
sometimes when you come
Hmm.
to the signing, they're all, especially them readers, they all looking at you like, this a real deal? Is this a real thing?
Yeah.
I mean, that's when, but you do have to explain to them, like, look, this is who I am. Uh, I live around the corner from you, sir. I'm I'm with you. Type of.
Hmm.
Sometimes you have to let them know that we are on the same page. Almost type of thing. But sometimes a notary really can mess up a deal, especially if they never met the company. They're looking at you like you are the first person they seen in the whole entire transaction. They literally just probably spent hours
You are the
talking to
face
somebody
of
on the
that
phone.
company. Yeah, and they definitely believe that you work there.
Yeah, I had a problem. Once I had a guy do that to me. Like, he was like, well, how do I know you legit? And I had to I mean, not get out of character, but I just had to let him know that I'm a local business here, sir. You know, I
Hmm.
said, this company, I said, I've done work for them before, but I said, my business is not with their business. I'm contracted out. And then when I said that, he was like, oh, okay. What I'm saying? Then he, changed his attitude a little bit. But sometimes you do have to just be polite and let people know, that you are kind of a separate little thing going on.
Yeah. I was reading an article where, because I'm big on safety and I want to know how people are handling safety out here. And in that article, a man thought that this lady worked for the title company, and she got there and he pulled a gun on her, talking about where's his money. What?
Oh wow, I'm pretty sure that was scary for her.
It was probably very scary. Absolutely. And she had to explain to him, listen, I'm a contract worker, blah, 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 blah. So they do think that you are the face of those organizations. Real talk.
Was that in Texas?
Yeah,
Oh
because it was
wow.
in the forum. They were talking about if you Google it, um, because I was thinking about the gun laws and all of that stuff. You know, we wild wild west in Texas. You don't even need a freaking gun license. You could just,
But Texas is a little rough out here. I'm gonna be honest.
right? Okay.
I had to tell my my brother because I'm from the East Coast,
Hmm.
and thing we do, we jump yards, jump fences, cut across people's grasses here. But I had to tell my brother, I said, don't be walking across nobody's grass around here. I said because
Yeah.
people will protect their property. Okay, just
Man,
certain things you can't do here because the self defense laws are just different here, very
they're
different.
different. This is wild wild west, so you got to be careful.
Mm.
And if you don't
Oof.
know, then shoes. It can be, if you're from somewhere else that doesn't do that, yeah, it can be. It's something else.
Ooh,
It's
she got
something
a gun
else.
put out on her. But you know what? It's kind of you do have to look out for your safety in this business, especially
Mhm.
with general notary work. I remember I had a
Woo,
my
baby.
I didn't
You
have a
telling me?
situation, but someone else told me that some people basically tried to rob her, you
Mm,
know, and she ended up, having to pull her gun out on them.
wow.
Yeah.
And so with general notary work, look, I'm half scary, I guess, because they be looking suspicious and suspect like a mug in general notary work when you're doing some of this. The difference is it's not a $100,000 transaction, right? It's a $40, $50 transaction. So you really don't know who you're going to get or what you're going to get. So I always share my location with my cousins, let them know, listen, I'm going into a general notary job, blah, 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 blah. At least to let somebody, if I ain't called you in an hour, send the law, right? Send the police.
Another thing too is especially with general notary work, one thing which you could do, especially if you don't feel comfortable, and everyone live in different areas in different cities. You really have
Hmm.
to gauge where you're going at. But
Hmm.
a lot of times I would recommend too, especially at night, is not meeting people at their homes.
Right.
Here we have, and I think most states probably have it, where they have a friendly exchange that you could do at the police station,
Mm.
where yeah, you can do it right there in the lobby. Because with the everything with like offer up people, robbing people on there and all kinds of things, now the police has opened their station where you can do a transaction in front of the police station inside the lobby, with
Oh,
somebody.
wow.
So I think that's something, start utilizing these tools, these open places where you can actually meet people, because I know some of the cities is dangerous, and I'm just going to be honest, it's a dangerous world. You have to protect yourself. And sometimes, you
Absolutely.
can meeting people in parking lots no more. Meeting people in parking lots are not even safe. I mean, I'm just gonna be honest, it's not even safe in there. Just
Mm-mm.
because with everything going on. I wouldn't meet nobody in no parking lot no more. I'm Meet me inside. Like, if you want to meet me, let's meet inside. Let's meet inside of Walmart. Let's meet right here where the cameras is at. So everybody can
Okay.
see.
Okay. So they can roll back
Because
that
you really
goofy
have to
bean
protect
footage if you at
yourself.
the food. Exactly. No,
I'm not meeting
seriously.
at no house, and we can be at the hospital at night, but I'm not, going to someone's house. And I watch a lot of true crime, and you know, the person that call you is friendly, but the person that you meet may not be friendly.
Okay. They turn into a
So
monster when you get there. You just
with
never
that
know.
being said, you have to, and also too, you might want to look into your self defense laws to see what you're allowed to carry for self defense. Because some states allow you to carry pepper spray, some of them don't. Some of them
Hmm.
allow you to carry a knife. But I'm just going to be 100%, 110% honest. With the way times are going right now, you need something to protect yourself.
I carry a taser.
Taser, baseball bat, golf club. Not saying check your state laws, but I
Right.
definitely think you need to be in a position to defend yourself, because right now we're living in crazy times.
Let me see if I can find. So I also have this little thing that I gotten from a trade show. I don't
The
know if it's on
baton,
my, huh?
Is it like a baton thing on the
No,
keychain?
girl, it's like a screwdriver.
Oh wow.
But like, so it's in this capsule that screws on, and you can take like the screw heads out and put them in. Hold on, let me see if I can find some.
Oh, ooh, I want to see. But we have to protect ourselves, especially service-based businesses. You're meeting strangers and things of that nature. I mean, even now you see Uber drivers with cameras in their cars, to protect themselves. Even if things have been happening. Oh, oh
So
wow.
this is a weapon. It can go
That look
on
like a
your
little pen.
it can go on your where am I? It can go on your pants or a shirt. This comes out, this little piece that goes here. All of the ends are in here, and it's like a mobile little screwdriver. So
Wow.
all of the little pieces are here. That top comes off, and they're small and rigid. So, this little thing in your eyeball or up your nose or stabbed hard enough in your side is going to get you off of me. You know what I'm
Oh,
saying?
here, as Rep got the name, he said, what is that, Kubaton?
Kubaton, that's called a Kubaton, baby. I never knew that.
He
I
said church
never
and
knew that.
instance as well. And you're right, but you know what? I believe we are in the day and age that you have to protect yourself.
Kubaton.
Cameras, record your transactions, like Uber driver. You get in the Uber driver now, they have cameras. They have cameras in there, audio recording, and
Hmm.
everything. Like you really
Wow.
do have to protect yourself. But the way that the world is going right now, it
Mm-hmm.
is not safe. Nighttime or broad daylight. And
Yeah.
people are getting more bolder and people are desperate for money.
And with these gas prices, you're making life decisions.
You are.
$7 in California? Sheesh.
I've seen that. And
$7.
I've been in Texas for a while now. I'm gonna be honest, it's getting pretty high. I don't think I'd never seen Texas gas get up to $4 here.
Never.
It has
Girl, it started
it's
out
getting
at
close.
89 cents in my lifetime. Hello?
It's getting
I've
real out
seen gas
here.
as low as 89 cents. They lied about a shortage and took it up to $1.99, $2. Every time it's a war, those prices go up.
That'd be a good thing. Somebody on here said she thought about selling indiscreet self defense items for notaries. That would be a
Oh,
good
yeah,
idea.
Lady Jean. That is. That
Look,
is great.
it's dangerous out here. I'm just, and especially you could be in people's homes. I mean, I know I've seen places where people say, "Oh, people they're spending money and they're not trying to rob you." You never know. You never know. Somebody trying to set them up, and somebody else could be in that house. I'm telling you, I watch true crime shows. People be held hostage, and you in there. Next thing you know, you part of the hostage crew too. You know.
Hmm. Hmm.
So you have to protect yourself by any means necessary. It's a dangerous world out
Be
here.
ready, at least. You may not have to use it, but be ready. Just, be ready. It's
Right.
as
This is
simple
not
as
the
that.
time to be walking around just all free willy nilly. Like this ain't. I
Yeah.
don't. I really think like you have to protect yourself because to be honest, calling the police is going to take time. You have some questions here, TJ.
Yeah, I see gas prices in Los Angeles are $5.95. In
Mm.
Cali, Linda said it's $5.99 a gallon.
Oh, wow.
Nada Jean says she worried about human trafficking.
Oh, that's another big thing too.
Uh-huh. Yeah. Yeah. So, I mean, there are a lot of things to think about. But, I do feel more comfortable when I'm doing loan signings because these people know you have
Yep.
their social security number, you have their driver's license, right? You have their address. So you kill me. I mean, you're going to jail. So if you're ready to go to jail and you bought that, maybe you are. Maybe
Somebody
you
know where I'm at.
yeah,
Yeah,
somebody know.
somebody know where I'm at. So it
Mhm.
ain't too bad with the loan sign, but if you out there doing general notary work, and then you live in a city where what I'm saying it's a little rough.
Okay. Like
Do
over
not
here
be
where
do
I am.
not be walking around just to be walking around like just you the notary and no one's going to touch you. people get officers. You know what I'm saying? So and they protect
True.
it. You
True.
understand what I'm saying? You really do have to protect yourself, like honestly. Someone
Absolutely.
asked about general notary work in attorney states.
Where is that?
After SRET, where it says yes, look it up.
Okay. Can you do general notary work in an attorney states?
Ooh, it's
Okay.
gonna go.
Yeah. Yeah. Absolutely. You
She
can.
must
I
be in
mean,
Georgia.
notaries are everywhere. General notary work. People need documents notarized all over.
This
And you'd have to look up the laws in your state to be sure. But that's going to the Secretary of State's website.
Oh, guess what? The NNA now, I can share the link with you, but the NNA has a whole entire resource on their channel. I mean,
Oh,
on
that's
their
cool.
website now. Hold on real quick. Let me. I just pulled it up on my channel. I just was talking about that actually.
Awesome.
I'm watching, seeing the link here, but it breaks down the fees by state, and it tells you what states allow you to charge what, and the regulations about it, and it also gives you the guidelines on where to go to find the information. But I
That's
just sent you the link.
perfect. Okay, you just sent it here. Yeah.
Oh, in
Okay.
the private chat. Yes, ma'am.
Okay. I'm gonna give it to everybody if I can copy it. Boy, I tell you, you always get a nugget on Sunday Fun Day. Well, hey guys, I am about to go
Yep.
do my little old Sunday Fun Day. I made a commitment to myself to start getting out of my house, and I'm going to keep that commitment to myself as part of my self care. Just getting out because I work so much, and it's so easy for me to get in my good bed.
You
Hello,
going out
anybody out
tonight?
there? Yeah.
Okay. Them days are over for me going out Sunday nights,
Why?
Oh, TJ, I don't need to be out there. I've been outside. I've been doing things. I don't need to be out there at all.
Then
No
she gonna grab
man.
her pearls. Oh, TJ, TJ. No, LaShawn, you're gonna come to Houston and you're gonna come out with me. The kids are on spring break, so why not?
You TJ, I'm staying out the streets. Just
Okay,
temporarily. I've been in there. I've been in the game for a hot little second. You know what I'm saying?
okay.
I ain't never took a break. Like you probably took your break. I ain't never took a break. I don't need to
And
be
look,
out
I'm
there.
just getting out here. I'm just getting out here. Okay,
No
swear
ma'am,
me.
I've been out here. I've been outside. No ma'am.
Hey,
I'll be
Frank.
doing lives, and then after I go to live, TJ, I'm going out. I'm going out. Like today's karaoke night, actually. No ma'am. And then
She looked it up.
mm.
My sister just came over here talking about where that dog at.
Okay.
All
Well, thank you,
right.
TJ, for having me.
Absolutely. See, Hunter, call me. Let's connect. Well, look, it's Rep talking about. I knew it when I saw that. Listen, I already know. Lord have mercy. Frank said hello from Mobile, notary from LA, Lower Alabama. $4 to $4.50 a gallon. Um, my minimum for a single notary job is $25. Shoot, you better put that minimum up.
Yeah, that's what I'm about to say. But
Gas
hey,
prices,
Frank, he was just on my channel. Hey, Frank.
Frank, gas prices too high for $25.
We not
Yes,
nobody working for $20, $25 no more. I'm gonna be
nah,
honest. Nobody.
you got to put that up. I don't care if it's around the corner. At least $10.
And we can't tell you what to charge, but I'm telling you, $25 not it.
Yeah, yeah, you're worth more. All right, y'all. So I'm going outside.
Alrighty. Thank you,
I love y'all to
TJ.
life. Y'all take care. Keep me in your prayers as I keep you in mind. Listen, this is winning season. Don't forget. Thank you, LaShawn, for coming on. Thank
You're
you, Bruce
welcome.
Hill. We looking forward to all of this. LaShawn, I still got to call you because I want you to do something on search engine optimization for our crew. But I'm going to get
Oh,
at you.
yes, ma'am. I'm available.
All right. Bye, y'all.
Bye.